Okay, so the main stream for today was going to be delayed due to weather conditions, really. So I thought we would have a first Q&A. So send me your questions. Of course, I'll try to answer as many as I can, but one at a time. And from there, we'll wait 1 week and see how the weather improves. Because right now, what is the current weather in my area? Nope. Currently it's 27 degrees, and quite frankly, I really don't want to freeze. So I'll sit here probably for the next 15, 30 minutes. Of course, this camera's autofocusing more than I want it to. Let's see. I guess what I should probably bring up is I'm still waiting for enough people in this giveaway I started about a year ago with the bent valves, but I haven't had enough comments, but I guess that's probably due because I don't have enough, I guess you could call it subs, but in another instance, I guess YouTube is dying off from the latest changes they made with all their monetized stuff, but I've kept my channel free from monetizing, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So, give me your questions and we'll keep going. Well, I guess I could explain what's going on with the Talon. Currently, it's sitting in the garage on a battery maintenance charger, waiting for the fixes that need to be done. So really, when I set the cams last time, I was really close, but not close enough. So the camshaft crank correlation code came back, which I think is a P1356 code. I'd have to double check. It's been a little bit since I last viewed it. And I've also been having a map sensor performance code come up, which I believe is from the going into boost, which is over atmospheric pressure. It's a 1-bar map sensor, and it's only meant to read vacuum and atmospheric pressure. It was not designed to read boost or anything over atmospheric pressure, which is where this 2-bar map sensor is going to come in. I've been doing some digging research, and you can take an old school mid to late 80s to about, I want to say 2000s GM Bosch 2-bar map sensor, and it should work. Don't hold me to it, but that's in theory of how it should be. So I'm going to try that, see if there's any improvement, take care of that map sensor code. I've been trying to voltage clamp it, but it just, either I don't have the settings right or it's just not working the way it should. So that's something I have to look into a little bit more before I go to the GM map sensor. It's a 2-bar. I should note that 1 bar is atmospheric pressure, which is 14.5 psi pound. Yeah, 14.5. So 2 bar is going to be 29 psi. So you have 1 bar is for reading vacuum and atmospheric pressure, and then the 2nd bar is for reading boost, up to 14.5 pounds. As for going back on the camshaft time and stuff, I found a new method to find true TDC for cylinder 1 piston, because as I probably should draw this out. Okay, I can't use that. I'm bad at drawing, I know I am. So, let's say this is the cylinder here. The cylinder is here. Bad at drawing, I know. Okay, so we have a cylinder drawn here. And then the piston should be at the top here. At the top. Well, in this crankshaft area, there's an area. So the piston at the top, in this area, there's an area here where the piston will stay at the top, and there's a dwell for about 15 seconds. BG Master, yes, I can. But I'm not going to because I know that trick, by the way. But anyways, back to what I'm trying to illustrate here. So, that pin gave up. I just use Sharpie. So, let me draw this real quick. So basically, here's the crank. There's a dwell between the area of where this piston will be at TDC here. And this dwell is what I'm trying to take out. So by effectively using my new method, I should be able to find true TDC. And then I can set the camshafts to that with the adjustable cam gears. So now I'm not going to draw a Mona Lisa. I'm not going to do that, no. But anyways, back to the camshaft. I just have to take the valve cover off, use my camshaft setting fixture, and then this is of course after finding true TDC with the crank, and then I should be able to get rid of the check engine light code I'm currently having for a cam crank correlation, and then from there we should be pretty much good to go, and then really just have to get a professional dyno tune. Hopefully I can do that this year, but I've got some other things I got to take care of first, really. So really the Talon's been pushed off as a project the way it sits until I have some other stuff that takes priority. I'm not very pleased with not being able to drive it recently, but that's about it. A T-pose? No. BG Master, my stream's about my car build project, not about doing things such as that on live stream. So if you have a question about my build project, please ask. Other than that, please refrain from doing those type of questions. So let's see. So I did get a fire extinguisher for the Talon recently as well. I'll probably include that with next week's stream, depending on weather, of course. Right now it's still as cold as ever. I really don't want to freeze, and I do not have a heated garage, so let's see. I'm still waiting on a map sensor on the other note. To finish this project, let's say I started this project 10 years ago, roughly, and I have only been recording uploading it to YouTube probably for the last 5 to 8 years or something like that. To really finish this project, the car has to go through paint, body and paint still. I still have to do some suspension work, which I have everything for, minus some struts. And then a tune, and pretty much it. I've already gotten the drivetrain together, besides a couple issues that need to be tweaked. But other than that, it's almost there. I'd say it's probably 80% complete. It'll take me maybe another 5 years, maybe. This is just a project I've been doing slowly. I don't have funding like a lot of others do. So this is all my personal finances and investment into this. So there's really no set to be done date. I really would like to drive it for a few years before I send it to body and paint, but it is what it is. If you want to see more of what the whole build is, you can watch all the previous videos that I have recorded and uploaded. They're there. There's some that I've been editing here and there and just haven't released at all yet. So I'll get to them eventually. I've just been too fed up with the way this project is going currently that I haven't really wanted to touch it. So it's just sitting pretty in the garage. That's all it's doing. What time is it? Let's see, I've started the stream. $20 ago. Probably go for another 5 minutes, and then I got other things I gotta do today. Oh, I think that's the other thing I should mention. I have been using a CAD software to design an in-tank fuel pump. So I guess I could show something like that. Be on data. Remember what I called it. Jesus, what did I put it under? Oh, here it is, okay. Okay, so this is just a picture that I've taken from the 3D model recently, and this is only the top hat hanger. I've still got a few minor things to tweak on it, and I've got to figure out how I'm going to add the portion for the fuel pump that bolts to it. There's 3 different options I'm thinking of, but in all honesty, I probably may just have the hat made and then do some sort of fajangling. So currently, I had posted this on one of the groups on Facebook it's a 420A group. So it might be come up as a group buy, but it may not. We'll just have to see. Because if I can get at least 30 to buy into this, it'll cut the cost per person way down. Because a one-off of this is almost $2,000. But it's still in prototype. But it'll get there eventually. Well, so 5 minutes practically up. So, depending on weather next weekend, let's see, what's Saturday next week? It'll be a high of 50s, but that will change during the week. So I'll know more by Friday evening if the stream is going to be on. So I guess that's it. We're going to end it here. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to send me a message on my Facebook. On Facebook, look for Black Knight Racing Group. It's really the keywords you can actually look for, and this is all one word: Black Knight Racing 2014. If you haven't followed the group, you can follow it, like it. You can message me, get a hold of me there better than you can on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and for more videos, don't forget to hit the bell. That's pretty much it. We're just going to end it here, and hopefully the weather holds for next week, and we'll do a live